that earlier too. I'd be chasing him all around the expo.
Let's go.
You are definitely bringing sexy back.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he did. Oh, and we're live.
What up? What up? We're gonna do a little interview here from an ice bath.
That's right,
And
Mr.
I'm not gonna
Brown.
be holding it.
You ready? You ready to do this? Okay, let's go, Mr.
I
Brown.
do want to give a few things.
Oh, I
for
like the
live
red one there.
audience. We've got under 45 degrees.
45 degrees.
So apparently the normal is like 50. And there's supposed to be a red line if I get in this. And we're going to do a podcast from the thing, but we'll announce that when we're in there.
Yeah, let's do this.
When we are in there.
That's right. We're both going to jump in this at the same time, simultaneously. Psych. How's it feel so far, Tim? Getting the full effect here. Has anyone got the clock running? All right, Tim. You only have 15 minutes left. 15? Still 15 minutes? Sorry, we got to reset the clock. Hold on, Tim. We'll be right back. Just chill there for a minute. How's it feel so far?
It feels painful.
It does.
Yes.
What's most painful? What part of your body?
The thoughts.
The thoughts?
Yes.
Are you a shower or a grower?
Definitely a grower at this moment.
Okay. That's what she said. You got this, bro. We totally got this.
Yeah, so the topic we were thinking about talking about is being relentless with your positivity. Because we live in a world where negativity is so loud. So loud. I actually looked on the internet yesterday, just kind of like poking around people that weren't at this event, and people are talking smack. And I'm like, why? There's good times being had. I was like, they're like, events are dead. And I was like, dude, this event was incredible. You guys must not be here.
Seriously.
And we have had an amazing time. And from my point of view, we need to get more loud with our positivity. And one thing I'm working on, I don't want to preach this. I don't want to preach this because I'm not that good at it, but it's something I'm working on. Is I need to get better about being cool to competitors. I want to talk a little bit about that because being really intensely positive and getting louder with our positivity is collaborating with people that other people might think of as your competitor. Is crazy, dude. Some people, they're talking to a company that barely kind of does what they do, and they're thinking of them as a competitor. How awesome could it be in your local market if you're the hub for connection? You're the company that connects people that seem like they might be competitors.
Yeah, no, I like that. It's a great topic. You know, and I think competition is good, you know, and I don't even like to use the word competition. I'd like to look at it more like a worthy rival. And the reason why I say that is because there's a lot of products out there that they're the only ones in that space. And if you really look at the quality of that product, when it's the only one in that space, it's just an okay product. Okay. But where there's spaces where there's multiple competitors in that space, and the reason why you go from good to great is because you're watching how your competition is doing something and you want to one up that. And that's why competition is healthy. Then competition is great. We wouldn't be who we are today if it wasn't for me being mentored from a distance, whether your ego wants you to know that or not. You are being mentored. You're paying attention. You're being coached. If you're supposed to be paying attention. If you're not paying attention, that's your fault.
I'm not saying get rid of competition.
Right.
I'm saying, how could you collaborate? And I certainly feel super competitive. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes it can be toxic.
Yeah, for sure.
Like what I've noticed is people with competition, when it gets toxic is when you hurt yourself because you're so competitive.
Yeah.
You hurt yourself trying to hurt somebody else.
For sure.
And that's wild. Don't hurt yourself.
You can almost
Trying
make
to
yourself
compete.
sick. Yeah, you can almost make yourself sick over worrying about what somebody else is doing when really you should stay in your own lane. Now pay attention to what they're doing. And if you've got a good branding and marketing and director of sales, they should be paying attention to what your competition is doing. So then you can try to stay one step ahead. But that's where the key is. If you didn't have that driving force has to come from someplace. but that doesn't mean you have to be a dick to them.
So just to be clear for everyone, we're under 45 degrees right now. It's looking like 43 on the Little Ducky. Excuse me, Little Ducky. How are you feeling right now?
I'm holding back the shakes. You're doing great, Tim. You only got about 15 minutes left.
All right, perfect. Hey, can someone start the timer? Hey, do you have a phone on you? Could you start a timer? These guys decided not to. It feels like 8. Feels like 8.
Okay, so you only got.
I brought you a Red Bull, sugar-free if you want.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Plenty of fun nuts on this.
Woo! Oh God, I just trying to get at the right angle. Sorry, y'all. Sorry for the squealing. We just need everyone in the place to know that I'm doing a 15-minute ice bath challenge on a podcast for some reason. I'm doing a 15-minute ice bath as a podcast. We're talking about being relentlessly positive. And relentlessly positive, even when weird. In your business, if you're a business owner, if you're a salesperson, things will be difficult. You will have bad days. You'll have bad weeks. I'm doing this for myself, by the way. I'm not normally a motivational guy. I'm doing this to get myself ramped up.
You're doing good. You do have the right.
Oh, we got the red line of success, as they call it. The red line of success. Was that you talking about that?
You got room in there for me, baby?
Hey, what was the temperature you said? Oh, yeah.
You got room in
My God, oh no. Oh, I was ready, dude. Yeah, what was the temperature supposed to be?
Under 40 is ideal. Well, it depends. Under 40 is what you want for the shock, but you don't want to sit in that for 15 minutes.
We're at like 43, I think.
Yeah.
You need to breathe into your diaphragm.
Yeah.
Push the blood out.
Question for you as an expert on ice baths. What is the reason people do these? And are you supposed to pee yourself? Because
Peeing's the fastest way to warm the water up.
okay,
So
perfect.
it does happen.
Yeah.
No, so there's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of health reasons. A couple of the big reasons are actually for the chemicals in your brain. So it increases your dopamine levels up to 250 to 300%, and that lasts for the next 3 to 4 hours. So there's no hard draw off of it. It's just a slow process down, so you'll feel good for the rest of the day. And it also kicks your noradrenaline up by about 500%.
Why do you want to have the red line of success if you're doing it? Is that just make sure you're cold?
That's just kind of the layman's test of, did you sit in there long enough, and was the water cold enough? I can already see you're working on your red line of success nicely.
And I honestly don't know if I even believe in science sometimes. So my reason for doing this is I feel really good afterwards. I'm not gonna lie. For the beginning, I was like, oh, maybe it's good for science or something. I mean, appreciate the science. I'm not diminishing that. I'm just saying I feel great. Ooh, that's beautiful. Science is just the study of what God does. I love that. Science studies it. I love that. Oh my God. 7 minutes in the tub. And what does that do?
Keeping your belly big.
So something I'm trying to almost like baptize myself away from being so competitive right now. I wanted to talk about it while I'm working on it because I'm so competitive. You know what I mean? Like I have a problem with it and I want to get rid of toxic competition.
Well, baptize yourself.
I want to collaborate more than just sit there getting toxic about my competitors. That's something I'm working on. So does anyone else in here working on being more collaborative and not just being toxically competitive? Can you come up here, Project Map It, bro? Let's talk about this. Project Map It, quick. What does Project Map It do?
Oh, why am I don't care about what we do. What happened? Hello? Am I allowed to talk? Okay. I am competitive. So I've learned. So I really like what you're saying. I know you, Mike Stearns, get along pretty well. And I love that guy, right? No. What I was going to say is my competitor, I have one only. I originally was pretty toxic with them because I thought they were calling my customers. But since then, I realized collaboration is better, and there's plenty of contractors to go around.
Yeah, because there's a deal here. I mean, like, I've been toxically competitive, and if I'm calling my competitors customers like that, that might be a little toxic. Like, and I'm telling them, like, I'm trying to undermine them like that. I'm saying there's not enough business. I got to go look for your business. You know what? It's not that they went to your competitor most times. It's what's your biggest competitor really? What's the biggest competitor? I'm going to say apathy. Apathy, because the customer's apathy is going to be more likely to take over than your competitor's going to steal it. So what we're trying to do together, Jacob, get up here, bro. Jacob, when you think about toxic competition, and I think the camera's coming from this way.
Oh, wait. Yeah, my bad.
What do you think about, and how are you working on that, or are you just going gangbusters on competition and that vibe? I'm not telling you to live a certain way. I'm literally like, I'm working on this.
Dude, I believe in self-evaluation all the time. And so sometimes it's healthy to sit back and think about it. I call that my shower hour. Okay. I take the world's longest showers. I'll sit there forever.
Oh, I bet you do, Jacob.
So the shower hour, basically it's where my mind's thinking about what are the negative aspects of how I do this. Like, when do you know that you're becoming toxic?
Yeah.
It's like, what is the signal of that? Me, when it comes to my, I don't ever think about having competition. Competition is anyone that I lose against. There's no one particular person, okay, or why I'm losing. If I see someone who is a competitor and I happen to stop by their build, am I toxic because I'm peeking it out and I'm looking for the failures, and I'm looking for the things that they messed up on? Am I looking for how they installed a certain product the incorrect way? Am I looking for how messy the art is? Do I want to document it and post it on social media without saying the name and going, man, look at this particular job?
That's a fun thing sometimes.
Sometimes it's really fun.
I'm saying I've got a problem with this, so I understand. I don't usually call people out by name, but I sometimes, like, the thing I get in my head, bro, is like, if I really think we're the best, and I feel like it's my ethical duty to make sure that customer gets the right thing, that's why I get so competitive, you know?
Dude, it's an emotional, when you really care about what you do, you cannot not be competitive. It's in our nature. It's in a man's nature. Like, if you truly care and you want to be the best, what alpha male does not want to be the best? What alpha woman doesn't want to be the best? And I almost don't have a problem unless you're getting nasty with an individual, toxic competition. And maybe that makes me different in that. Like, unless you're like being disrespectful.
I'm not telling you not to. I'm telling you that's something I'm working on. I don't want to hurt myself. Yeah. Well, I'm like, because I'm trying to throw shade. You know what I'm talking about? People hurt themselves online.
They do.
Or wherever, and honestly, prospects don't like it.
They don't.
If you're talking about a particular company.
If you're trying to be the TMZ of an industry, you're probably not doing it right. And I don't want to be TMZ, man. I don't.
Let's talk about where are we at on time? Who's got the timer?
Where are we at?
I mean, I don't know why I personally want to talk about time. We're at 12 minutes. 12 minutes we're at about 43 degrees, I think, on this thing.
What is the time for this? 15 minutes?
Do I need another Red Bull, maybe?
Oh, man. That is hardcore. A Red Bull. You're the first Red Bull I've seen in an ice bath.
All right, so we got.
Where's my Red Bull?
Yeah, this doesn't get us.
Inside and out. Got to get them both. Oh, you got to love it, man.
Oh, my brain has problems. That's why I got to do this. No, I'm not endorsing Red Bull yet.
Yeah.
It's all right. Get at us.
So what is it that you particularly catch yourself on where you're like, is that toxic?
What I think, actually, I see it from other people that are I've done it before because I've made myself sick thinking about a competitor, like for months on end. Because, I mean, honestly, it's a little bit of jealousy.
Yeah.
It's because somebody's doing something very well and I see it. And that's painful for me. And so I want to rid myself of jealousy. I want to try. That's why I'm trying to baptize myself with cold to try to freeze out jealousy and toxic competition. I see people posting online, ripping somebody specific, and then saying negative stuff, and it doesn't look good on their company.
It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good on your company when you're doing that. And I want to get rid of, I'm trying to get rid of that for myself. You're saying as a man, I think as human beings, we get gross sometimes with that stuff. And I honestly want to acknowledge my shortcomings, and I want to rid myself of them.
I would love, I get that in the what ifs. I let competitions do like the what ifs or
Hey, it's my wife. Sorry, I do need to ask my wife something. Are you? Yeah, no. I'll just. Are you happy that I'm freezing some swimmers? 40 seconds.
I've heard that. Icing.
Yeah. Apparently, it makes you have more testosterone. 30 seconds. Yeah, I've already said I don't believe in science, so.
Count it down.
30 seconds? Dude, let's go to 20.
20 things in your life.
20 minutes.
You do this 15 seconds, nothing else in your life.
Give me the countdown, and let's all count it. Count it down together. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dunk it.
Yeah.
And it's not time to measure what matters. It is not time to measure what matters. We'll do that another day. We create marketing dashboards for our clients so you can have better KPIs. Hookagency.com. Relentlessly positive. Gang gang. Who's next? Who's next? Ice bath is open. We're at, oh God. Oh no. We're at, let's not take any measurements at the moment. Woo!
Good job, Tim Brown. Thank you for participating in the cold plunge challenge. 15 minutes.
Thank you.
Good job, brother. You should. Thank you. And I guess that concludes this live of Behind the Tool Belt and Tim Brown in the 15-minute cold tub challenge. What are we doing? Well, that concludes our episode of Behind the Tool Belt, Tim Brown and the cold tub challenge.